Hey guys, welcome back to the Code Studio. Today we will start with arrays. In case you haven't seen the previous video, the link is given in the description below. So please do watch it. Let's begin. So here we are back on our Eclipse IDE. Let us create a new class and I'll name it arrays. And don't forget to tick in this box. We need public static void main function. Let's finish it. So here we have created our class arrays, right? So why do we need arrays? First of all, in a previous lecture we had seen that int a equals to 9. So here a is a container for 9. So the memory address of a will contain value 9. Let us print and see, and I'll run it. See, 9. What if I want to store more than one value in a? Like this. If I want a to store 9, 8, 7 and 6 also. Right? I want to store more than one value in this a only. So let's run. See, it has given me error. Exception in thread, unresolved compilation problems. So it has given me some syntax errors. First syntax error is expected after this token. This was expected after this, right? And misplaced construct, like basically it is saying that you can't assign more than one value to int. So this is unnecessary part or the waste that you have assigned to a. So let me remove this and see, the error has gone here also, and let me assign it to 8, and again I'll write system out, right, and I'll print a and then I'll run. See, 9, 8. In this, we just updated the value of a, but instead I want a to store more than one value. So here the role of arrays come into play. So let me remove this. And now I will declare an array a of type integer. So what we have to do, int, then brackets, then a equals to new int, and then the space of arrays you want to give, right? So how do we read this line? Create an array a of type integer whose size is of 5. So basically it will create a box like this with starting index 0 up to 4. As we have declared 5 as the total number of variables, it will start from 0 and end at 4. Basically array index start from 0 and end at n minus 1. Here n is the size of the array, and initially each of the index would be initialized with 0. Let us check here. I'll print here a of 0, right? Let's save it and run. See, as I haven't initialized 0, it is auto initialized to 0, right? Now I can show you like a of 2 and I'll run. See, again 0. So initially each of the index of array by default get initialized by 0. And what if I write here 5? So it will give me an error. See, the error reads that java.lang.array index out of bounds. So in short, it says that this index is not declared for this array. So basically this index is out of bounds of this array a, right? So let us remove this line. So now let's initialize a of 0 to a of 4. Like a of 0 equals 1. See, no error here. We can initialize in this way. Let me copy this and I'll paste, and then I'll change each of the numbers here, and I'll show you by printing it. See, done. Now I'll print each of them. A of 0 plus a of 1 plus a of 2 plus a of 3 plus a of 4. So what this line will do, it will sum all the numbers and give me 15. Let me run it and see. It has given me 15. So just see, I'll print the first element and it will give me 1. You can change here and print any of this and will give the number assigned to that. Let us try 3. It will print 4. Right? Another way for initializing our array is like this. I'll remove this size and I'll directly write the elements in this bracket 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What it does, it assigns the initial size of array to 5 as 5 elements are present here. It could be anything, not 5. I can write here 9, 11, right? So it assigns the size of array to 5, and now as I will print a of 3, 4 would be printed on the screen. See, and if I try to print a of 2, that is 11, the 11 will be printed on the screen. So here we can initialize with declaration. Here we have declared a with size 5, and how the size is defined by the number of arguments or the number passed here. We can also do this with strings. We can write string words, and don't forget to put the brackets here, words equals new string, and then we can assign here hello world, and I'll assign a exclamation mark too, and see. So now an array words has been created of type strings, and now it can store multiple strings. See, I will show you sys out, and I'll print words of 0. Let's print 0. Let's save it and run. So here it will print hello. We can do same operations as of int as in string, like we can declare and initialize at the same time, and we can initialize after the declaration also, right? I will show you that also. Let me assign it in different way. This bracket would be deleted, and I'll write 3 and full stop, and then I'll write words of 0 equals hello, right? Then sys out words of 0. So you can run here. See how interpreter works. We have seen in the previous video. It will first come here and it will read that an array A has been created of type int which has size 5, and the indexes are initialized by these values. Then it will come in this line and it will see print A of 2, that is the third element, and 11 would be printed. So it prints 11 on the screen. Then it comes to the next line and it reads an array words has been created of type string with size 3, right? And then it comes in the next line and it reads the first index, the first element has been assigned hello. Then it comes in the next line and sees system.out.println words of 0. So it prints hello on the screen. That's it for today, guys. I hope you have understood basics of arrays. If you have any doubt, please let me know in the comment section. Next video will feature control statements using if else and switch. So till then, stay tuned, stay safe, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for timely updates. Thank you.